Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about 8 things about grief no one really tells you about. Number 1. Alone. After the funeral, everybody leaves. Over the coming of days, the calls and the visits gradually become less frequent as people begin to return to their normal lives. That's the thing you learn as you grieve, that grief has no shelf life, that you will feel this loss as long as you breathe, which is far after the memorial service and long after most people are prepared to stay. Again, they still love you dearly, they just have their own roads to walk. Number 2. Sadness. This involves crying. Someone wise once said, "To love is to lose," meaning at some point we all experience the bodily loss of someone we love. Whether your loved one was taken from you due to an accident, sudden illness, or even suicide, or your loved one endured a long, slow decline, the initial pain of losing this person is unbearable. You can't get out of bed. You can't eat or sleep. You walk the floors at night, weeping because you miss hearing your loved one's voice. The realization that you'll never be able to hold each other again tears your heart out. Most of the time, your mind vacillates between fearing you won't be able to survive and the feeling you'd rather be dead than live without your loved one. Number 3. Insomnia. Lack of sleep. When we are grieving, especially in the early days, time really has no meaning. We are often not doing what was usual for us that helped divide up the day. Frequently, we are no longer interested in food, so meals time pass without notice, and it can be difficult to motivate ourselves to get up in the morning. This lack of normality changes our sleep patterns, which in turn leads to exhaustion, both mental and physical, and can interfere with your normal behavior and even your judgment. It also impedes our ability to grieve. Number 4. Numbness. Detached from the outside world. It is hard to understand how the absence of feelings can actually equal extreme pain and distress, but it does. When you feel nothing, the world seems to make less sense. You look in the mirror and barely recognize yourself. Without emotions, you feel alien, and it's hard to imagine being the person ever again. Number 5. Anger. Reaction to extreme pain of loss. Anger during grief can often be displaced and or expressed in puzzling ways to others around us. We may be angry with a loved one who died and left us behind. We might be angry with God for taking our loved ones from us. We could be angry with the disease that brought about the death. It may be easier to express anger to someone nearby than to try to figure out just whom or what we are really angry with. So the ones who get the blast of our anger are usually our nearest and dearest, those we would not want to hurt at all. Number 6. Suicidal. Desperation in wanting the pain of loss to go away. Thoughts of suicide are not at all unusual when you are grieving. In grief, thoughts of suicide are usually fleeting and reflect how desperately you want the pain of loss to end. Number 7. Clinging. Holding on to the belongings of the deceased. This is often an heartbreaking experience because you are sorting through pieces that the person lived with, and you probably have memories with many of these items. Although it may be difficult, You can get through it by preparing yourself mentally, sorting through the items with a purpose, and being easy on yourself. There is a misconception among some that holding on to our loved ones keeps us stuck, but the truth is, continuing our relationship with people after they've died and learning to love them despite their physical absence is good. Your loved one's birthday, for however many years they spent on earth, was set aside as a day for you to honor and celebrate them. And even though they aren't here now, the day can still belong to them. True, you may feel pain because on this day their absence feels magnified, but don't let it be the reason why their birthdays are met with dread instead of celebration. Number 8 signs. Visit from a loved one. It is believed that a cardinal bird might signify that you have a visit from another world. It could be your deceased loved one who wishes to let you know that he or she is still around to watch over you. If that's the case, then your loved one may send a messenger, like a small brightly colored bird. Symbols are important in death because they can express ideas and feelings where words fall short. But reaching for signs, looking for communication from the other side, can at times be maddening and confusing. It's dangerous and neurotic. Whether it be the cross or a woman in the clouds, symbols help us see the heavens.